Quick disclaimer, this video is not to divide, to label, to cast judgment, to call anyone out their name, to make fun of, to have a mentality is you're either for us or against us. This video is not for any of that. But this video does have something to do with race. So if race is something that triggers you, if race is something that makes you feel a certain type of way, then I cordially invite you to go ahead and click off this video right now. So if you're still here, that means one, you're mature enough that you can hear this information and not be triggered to the point where you want to leave some hateful comments in the section below, or you want to release some hateful comments in the section below and you couldn't wait for this opportunity and you are happy, you are excited that Big Brother Bill gave you the opportunity to do so. And if you're one of those people of the latter, I'm going to tell you this, I'm disabling the comments, so calm down and go ahead and click off this video. Hoop Loudy. So when I first got started with Hoop Loudy back in 2015, I knew I wanted to have a channel where I could help student athletes. I knew I wanted somebody to serve in that gap that no one had served in when I was going through the process, because I didn't know anything about being a student athlete. As a person that failed 6th grade and 8th grade, special education classes, all that, just to get to college was a big accomplishment for me. And once I got there, the only reason I was there was because of basketball. That was it. Everything else was secondary. And I'm not happy about my mentality when I was that age, but that was the reality. Okay, but I didn't have anybody who could give me some real game that had been there and done it. Sure, I had some people around me that, loved me very dearly and wanted the very best for me and wanted to see me shine, but not anyone that was a student athlete before me. Not no one. I was the first one in my family. The first one. No one had done it at the college level. I wanted to make sure when I gave out information that it wasn't just about how to dribble between your legs, how to jump high, how to go to D1. I put out videos like that because that's what y'all like, but I don't like that stuff at all, because guess what? Jumping high and dribbling between your legs is not going to help you pass no class, period. And furthermore, it is not going to help you read a book faster and actually retain the information. I read my first real book, not cat in the hat book, not redfish, bluefish, greenfish book, but real book of some size, some girth when I was a junior in college. And some of you already know I dropped out of college for 2 years to take care of family. Well, both of my parents passed away from cancer, so I was even older of I read my first real deal book. There was no one giving me advice about that kind of stuff. There was no one telling me how to navigate any of those things. And just jumping high and dribbling faster wasn't going to help me throughout that process. So I came up with Hoop Loudy. Hoop meaning basketball, of course, because that was the game that I used to navigate through being a student athlete. And Loudy meaning graduation with distinction, graduation top of your class. I cover a lot of different things on this channel. And some of these things aren't politically correct. That's the thing, right? Some of these things aren't politically correct, but I guarantee you that when I give this information, I'm giving it to you from a sibling standpoint, a brother standpoint of I want to see the best out of you. I want the best thing to be afforded to you. And I'm just going to give it to you straight. Whether you like it, whether you love it, whether you hate it, you can't say you didn't know about it. Did I mention everything's not going to be politically correct? I just challenge you not to listen to my value necessarily or my animation or my doggone colorful language at times, but just try to listen to actually the truth of what I'm trying to get across to you. Here's a video that I want you to check out.
I don't know. I did this in the season one time. With the Black Air Forces. We got put on jail.
I feel scary.
Are we so shady? Feel scary?
Yeah.
Now listen, when some people look at that video, the first thing that's going to fall out of their mouth is this person's racist, this person's a bigot, this person doesn't like black people, this person doesn't... That's not the point of this video. Nor do I think that's the reality at all. Nor is there enough information to even make that conclusion. But that's neither here or there, because again, that's not the point of this video. The reason I brought this up is because I want you to be aware, right? When I saw this video and I said, how many people that actually rock Durags know that some people are scared of them when they have them on? How many people know that? When I was a student athlete, all I wore is doggone sweats. All I wore is joggers and shorts and flip-flops and Crocs and whatever. And I wore these things because it's either I was headed to the gym to sweat or I was coming back from the gym from sweating. There was no reason for me to doggone iron my pants. There was no reason for me to iron my shirt. There was no reason for me to put a shirt and tie on. Why? I got practice. I have study hall. I got to go back to practice. I got to go back to weights. There's no reason for that, right? And sometimes I did have a do-rag on. Now, some of my teammates may have do-rags on. I don't think in our minds as kids we thought that people portrayed us as being intimidating. So for some of you that may not know this, people wear do-rags for a number of reasons. One, it may go with their fit, right? It may match whatever they have going on. It may be they want to keep their hair intact. It may be their hair is not intact and they just want to hide it. It's like a hat for them. Sometimes it's just how they were raised. Everyone in their neighborhood was wearing do-rags, so it's no big deal to them. It may be just their business and none of yours, and that's what they want to do, so that's what they want to do. So the idea that someone said that they look scary, that's interesting to me. But I think it's worth talking about. Now, this video is not to tell you that you shouldn't wear do-rags because it makes people nervous. You shouldn't wear do-rags because it makes people intimidated by you. They feel intimidated by you. To be honest, that's not really your problem, to be honest. That's something that they have to work with. That's something that the media have showed them, right? So that's not really your problem of oh, I shouldn't wear this anymore. Because there's always going to be something that someone portrays as being intimidating. Sometimes it's just your very skin color, right? Your height, your muscle build, right? Listen, I've had many people tell me they thought I was intimidating. They thought I was a mean guy before they actually got to know me. Just off my visual. I'm 6'4", I'm a black male, and that's how they took it, right? And I can't control that. I can't control that at all. Some of it is ingrained in our media.
If I were you, I would turn around. In fact, if I were you, I'd turn around and go home, because this can only end badly for you. Don't even try it. That's what I thought.
A burglary occurs about every 16 seconds. Why leave your family's safety to chance?
You know, I mean, if you said there's a big black guy over there, that sounds a lot more intimidating than saying there's a big white guy over there. Now, I'm not here to argue why that's the case, but I think we can all agree that that is the case. When people start telling stories and they have a contrast, one seems a little bit more aggressive, one seems a little bit more domineering, one seems a little bit more fill in the blank, negative than the other, for whatever reason. So again, but with that said, I'm not saying that you should not wear your do-rag. I'm not saying that you should not wear what you want to wear, because we know that just because you wear something, that doesn't necessarily mean that someone gets to treat you a different type of way. Case in point being, if a girl wants to wear small shorts, if she wants to come out here in a miniskirt, no one should ever treat her differently because she has these things on. You can't sexually assault a young lady. You can't rape a young lady because she's wearing X, Y, and Z, right? She can wear whatever she wants to wear, right? And she should be able to, free of being harassed. But even to that young lady, I would still speak to her about still being aware. That's it. Am I saying don't do that? No. But I think that it's dangerous when you're not aware of how you're being perceived. It's dangerous when you're just oblivious and you just think that it's dangerous just to be off a fairy tale land. And the same thing can be said as far as the do-rag is concerned. My mindset when I first heard this was, man, if he feels like that, I wonder how professors feel. Like, I wonder how employers feel, people you want to work for. I wonder how they feel about this. And I want to make sure I say some professors, not all, some professors. But on the topic of professors, these individuals are the ones that are recording your grades. These are the individuals you want to make sure that you have a good impression with. These are the individuals that single-handedly, aside from your own actions, will have a huge determining factor as far as your academic career at a university. And first impressions are everything. So if some individuals feel like, this person is going to be a problem because he has a do-rag on, or this person is scary or intimidated because they have a do-rag on, I think that's something that you should be aware of. And again, I'm not telling you that you should not wear this. I can't say that enough, because that's why I'm turning off the comments right now, because someone's going to say something ignorant about, I feel like you're victim blaming. I feel like you, listen, I'm not doing any of that. But as your big brother, I want to give you information I wish someone would have told me. I don't claim to be politically correct. I'm not running for office. I'm not trying to gain subscribers based off me tiptoeing on ice and making everybody happy. I know someone's going to be upset about how I said this. So let me slow down and say it one more time, just in case you missed it. I am not saying that you should not wear durags, you should not wear things that you want to wear. But I am saying that you would be doing yourself a great disservice to not be aware of your surroundings and how your surroundings may interact with the representation that you have. That's it. Now, if they do, hear me out, if they do react negatively, that's not your fault. It's not your fault. Though I'm not telling you that you should change your behavior or change what you're wearing, much like I wouldn't tell a young lady to change what she's wearing, I just want you to be aware. That's it. So that means when you're going to class, be aware. That means even when you're doing these virtual classes, on which you do rag on, I just want you to be aware. Like I get it. Like I'm mature enough. I've lived enough life that I understand why people wear different head garments and things like that. And it's not to be intimidating or be a thug or be none of that, right? It could be a myriad of reasons. But yet and still, I just want you to be aware. I care about you. I want the very best for you. I hope this video added some type of value. Just in case this video rubs you the wrong way, I'm going to go ahead and disable the doggone comments for this video. I'm back to my regular posting schedule. Thank you so much for rocking with me thus far. I know it's been a month since I've been back, but I'm going to go ahead and start back up. So if you're not subscribed to this channel, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. I'm here for the long haul. If you haven't subscribed to Hoop Lottie on TikTok, go ahead and do that too, because we on that thing as well. I'll talk to y'all on Wednesday.